What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be heading into this Academy Sports and Outdoor store, and we're going to be purchasing one of every single Z-Man fishing products that they make. Now, you guys have most certainly heard of the Z-Man brand before. In fact, if you've ever picked up a vibrating jig before in your life, you have Z-Man to thank for that. Z-Man came up with the original chatterbait concept about 20 years ago, and ever since then it has quite literally revolutionized the bass fishing game. But one thing you might not know about Z-Man is they actually make everything from swim baits to worms, from Ned rigs to hard baits, and everything in between. They're also known for their very incredibly durable, super stretchy ElasTech technology that makes their soft plastics almost unbreakable. Now, once we have purchased every single Z-Man product that we can find in this Academy Sports, we are then gonna take all of those products out to some local water and see if we can make them all work in a real life fishing situation. I hope you folks are ready for this one. Let's get inside. Happy birthday, America. That is right, folks. We are celebrating America's 250th birthday, and also we're celebrating Bravo Energy Pouch's first birthday, because we're only a year old. But to celebrate Bravo Energy Pouches turning 1 year of age, we have officially launched Freedom Pop, the new exclusive summertime flavor from Bravo Energy. This flavor tastes exactly like that red, white, and blue popsicle that you remember from your childhood summers. Crisp, refreshing, and delicious. Those were the words I would use to describe this new flavor. We've been coming out with a lot of new flavors recently at Bravo, but this one might be the one that we're most excited about because, I mean, just look at it, boys. Red, white, and blue can. Bravo's proudly made in the US of A, and we figured what better way to celebrate that than making a red, white, and blue flavor and can. There'll be a link right at the top of the description and a pinned comment, so if you love the red, white, and blue and you love America like I do, grab yourself a can, give it a try. Let us know what you think, give us some feedback as well. Now, let's get back to today's video. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I love videos.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much,
Yes, sir.
dude. Thanks, brother.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Dude, heck yeah, man. What's your name?
Jace.
Jace, dude. Thank you for watching the videos,
yeah.
brother.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you,
Have a
dude.
good day.
Yes, sir. You too. We got subscribers everywhere, boys. I love you all. I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of under the impression that Z-Man only made chatterbaits. You know, like, I know that's what they're most known for, but over the last 10 years, they have really increased their fishing blueprint. Like, as far as how many different types of baits they have, they almost have something in every fishing aisle now, which is just a really new concept. Dude, have I mentioned that the bass fishing kits are just on another level these days? I just feel like I see a new, oh my goodness. I just feel like I'm seeing new fishing kits like every single time I come to any store, basically. Look at this Bobby Garland, the crappy box. Bobby, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you, brother. And I like your crappy box. I don't think it's crappy at all. Oh, mama. I found the chatterbait section, and holy moly. So not only do they make the chatterbait, obviously. Let me find the original. There we go. That is quite literally the original Z-Man chatterbait. But this is not even the only chatterbait that they make. That's the crazy part about their evolution. They now have these Tungsten Evo chatterbaits, the Project Z chatterbaits, which I'm not sure what that even is. You got the Chatterbait Micro Max, the mini version. You have the Jackhammer. I know you guys know what that is. And they have the big blade version. So even within the chatterbait section alone, they have 5 different types of chatterbaits that I'm counting. That's insane. So you guys know the deal. I'm gonna grab a little shopping basket and we are going to find every single Z-Man fishing product that they make. And we're gonna load this basket up. Now, we already know we're gonna get a bunch of chatterbaits, but let's see if we can find some of the other types of Z-Man stuff. Like, here we go, already off the rip. We got some 10X Tough ElasTech Minnow Z, dark and stormy. That's an interesting color choice. I really kind of like that. So what is this? This is like a fluke or is this a paddle tail? Oh, check this out. So they have the Minnow Z, they have the Diesel Minnow Z, which I guess is the bigger version, and it does look like a paddle tail. Then they have the Big Baller Z, which I'm not even sure what that is. That just looks like maybe a trailer or like a fluke style bait to me. But you see what I'm saying? Even in this one little section that's got 2 rows, there was 3 different types of baits. And you know what? I kind of like all these colors that I picked up. The dark and stormy, the pearl, which you can't argue with the white, and then a little red bone. I think those are gonna be our first 3 Z-Man products. And they're all kind of slightly different. They're gonna have some different action, I feel like, and we're gonna make sure we rig them in as many different ways as we can in this video. Z-Man fishing products. Good Lord, this music is loud. I wonder if they make terminal tackle. No, they do. It didn't even get out of my mouth, and I found some terminal tackle. Redfish, well this is for redfish, but you know, we're targeting big bass in this video, so I think these might work. The little swim bait heads that'll almost combine perfectly with these little paddle tail swim baits that we got. I like that. Look at this though, whole section of terminal tackle by Z-Man. You gotta love it. Oh, I made my way over here to the clearance section, and they have these little, let's see, some finesse bullets. We found some bullets. You know, that might actually be something that we can use. And got some mag shrooms jig worm jig heads. So just like some Ned rig basically, or just stand up worm hooks. I don't know what you would call those, but I'm really liking the diversity of the terminal tackle that we're finding from Z-Man as well. And that was all clearance stuff too, baby. Let's go, saving a couple bucks. Oh, there's some larger, like a larger version of that same weedless jig head. That might be good. With terminal tackle on a video like this, I like to get as many different options as I can because I don't want to just be catching every single fish on a Texas rig, you know? I want to present as many different types of rigging techniques as I possibly can. Okay, I'm not seeing any Z-Man hard baits here, and I'm a little disappointed about that. Oh man, here's a bait I have not even seen before. Check this out. Oh, Z-Man Shadtron 6-inch line through swim bait. Wow. And it still has that Elastec plastic technology, so it's super tough and durable. We're gonna go ahead and grab that bad boy because that is just good to have on deck, I feel like. It also has the mini version of the Shadtron. There's the 4.5 incher. I think we have to get one of those as well. Now look at this. This is super interesting from Z-Man. Got a little graph shad. So it's got the little swim bait jig head already on there. It's just got a little like fluke style bait, but graph shad designed to use with forward facing sonar. So yeah, well, there you go. That's for all the dudes out there who are super high speed and they can like target these giant suspended bass out there in the middle of the lakes with live scope, which I don't have the skill to do that, but maybe with this, I'll have the skill. Okay, so Z-Man's already coming through with some surprises. I did not know they made those baits. Oh, here we go. We hit the jackpot. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. So we got TRD craws right here. Definitely got to get a pack of that. Got the finesse TRDs. This is another bait that I feel like Z-Man helped bring to the forefront of bass fishing is the Ned rig, the TRD, AKA the turd. And then this is the TRD craw. So I guess both of these could be Ned rigged in theory. Let's grab both of those. Then we've got the chatter spike right here, which I'm guessing is meant to be put on the back of a chatterbait as a trailer. And look at that color, fire craw, man, I really like that. I don't know where we're gonna be fishing today, but if the water is a little bit murky, I'm really gonna enjoy that. Oh my goodness, what is this? We got a fuzzy turd, which is just better than the regular turd, apparently. I mean, it's just a TRD Ned rig worm, but it's got tentacles on it, I guess. So, I mean, you guys know the rules, one of everything, so. Okay, this is just more colors of the same thing. Now, we could get this kit right here. It's got all the Ned rig heads already in it. Oh, you know what? We have to get this because we've already got the finesse TRD worm. We've already got the TRD craw, but I don't see the TRD ticklers anywhere right here. So the only way we can get the ticklers is if we get this kit, the tickle kit. And it's got a bunch of Ned rig heads in there, so I don't have to buy those separately. Let's go. Shout out to Z-Man. I want to see more kits like this from different brands that have like multiple soft plastics and it has terminal tackle all in one package. I would like to see more of this. You know, we've only gone down 2 aisles and we are really uncovering some kind of unknown Z-Man stuff, at least unknown to me. But I feel in my head like we can make all of these things work. Like I haven't seen something yet that I was just like, ooh, that's gonna be tough. I mean, besides the giant swim bait, which is always kind of a tough tough catch, but it's a slow sinker, so that's actually gonna help us a lot. Okay, I think we're making our way back down the old chatterbait section. Now here's a random question. Does Z-Man also make spinnerbaits? Because you know, some people say that a spinnerbait and a chatterbait are essentially the same thing, even though obviously they're not designed in a similar way at all, but they produce flash, vibration, and it's a reaction style bait. So it would be just kind of funny if Z-Man also made spinnerbaits in addition to their chatterbait. Well, I don't see any spinnerbaits, but that's okay because we know what we're here for. And we've got 5 different chatterbaits to get. So let's start off with a nice simple tungsten Evo chatterbait elite. 3/8 of an ounce, green pumpkin. You just cannot beat that right there. That is as OG as it gets. Now that we've got an Evo, we need one of these Project Z's, which I'm not really sure what makes it a Project Z. Wow, look at this wild color. Holy moly, what is that? Chartreuse Sexy Shad, I like that. Okay, so we got that style. We also have to get an original for sure. And if I'm picking an original chatterbait, I almost always gravitate towards the black and blue. That's a 1/4 ounce, that's a little light for me. You got any 3/8 ounce black and blues? Oh my gosh, I found one. Thank goodness. Here we go, black and blue original chatterbait. Now we've got to get one of the Micro Maxes, and I love me a little chartreuse and white. Look at that little thing, it's just a little 1/4 ouncer. Compare that to the original size, and now you can really see why it's a Micro Max. And that just leaves the old jackhammer, which is one of the most expensive versions of this same bait. Dude, look at that one. That's a crazy color too. What is that? Golden Shiner, yes please. I think I will take a Golden Shiner. Oh wait, and then we've still got the big blade. I kind of forgot about that one. I cannot count that well, if you guys have not noticed. Not a great counter. For the big blade, I think I might try whatever that is. That is a shad color. Nice and simple. And you can see just how gigantor that blade is. So just a little comparison here. You've got the big blade, then the small blade, then the original blade, then the jackhammer, which is basically the same, the Evo tungsten, and then you got the Project Z. So those are the 6 different types of chatterbaits that I'm seeing in this store. That's a lot of chatterbaits. Whew, man, I just feel like I spent my entire month's check in this one section. I need to just back away slowly. And no, I did not find a Z-Man spinnerbait. That's a bummer. I really wanted to get one. Okay, well, I feel pretty good about what we've gotten so far, but I am gonna do one quick little walkthrough of all the remaining aisles because I just feel like I've overlooked something. And I tend to overlook at least one bait in every single challenge like this. It's like there's always one hidden on like an end cap or something I just don't see. So I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen this time. One thing I really hate that we haven't found is any worms from Z-Man. I just feel like I wanna find an actual, you know, like just a normal worm, not just a little TRD. I also thought they made frogs as well for some reason, but maybe I was wrong about that, or maybe this store just doesn't have them, I don't know. Well, darn. Balls. Well, boys and girls, here's the deal. I have scoured every single aisle and I have done my best to locate every single Z-Man product. It might not look like that much, but just in chatterbaits alone, we probably spent $100 just now. So that's a tough pill to swallow. But the good news is now we've accomplished part 1 of this multi-part mission, but I'm gonna purchase all this gear, bag it all up, and I'm going to head to the fishing location. And then we're gonna find out, can we catch a fish on every single Z-Man product that we found today? It's probably gonna be not easy. I can say that. We have at least like 12 or 15 items here. That's a lot of fish that have to be caught. Hope you guys are ready for this one. I know I am. I'll see y'all at the water. All right, well, this is the haul that we got from Academy. spent right at 200 bucks. Definitely not every single bait that Z-Man makes, but that's everyone that store had. And it's given us a really good cross section of kind of stuff that they're known for, some other things that they're not really known for. And there's a lot of lures here I've just never used before, so that's pretty cool. Only got about an hour and a half of daylight to fish though. Something just hit top water right there. I'm gonna be fishing here for the next couple of days, so I'm really excited about that and to be able to pick this place apart from the bank and from the kayak. Well, I got a few combos. I think I got like 3 or 4 or 5 combos I can use, so we're good in that department. I don't know what I want to tie on first. You guys let me know what would be the first lure that you throw. Obviously we have to throw at least 1 or 2 of the chatterbaits. Perfect timing for it, right before sundown. Also want to throw maybe a TRD, a finesse TRD. I don't know, I might decide to throw a Ned rig just to represent that as well. Guys, make sure you're giving us feedback on these flavors. You know, a ton of you guys have been supporting Bravo. Most of the feedback's been good, but not everybody has enjoyed them. So if you're one of those people, you know, let us know. Give us honest feedback, and we want to hear from you guys, and we want to know how to make Bravo pouches even better than they already are, which is freaking awesome. All right, we've got 4 combos rigged up with 4 completely different Z-Man baits and products. Let's get to it. Well, I've been seeing a ton of topwater activity. I think that was a fish waking out right there. So I took one of these little redfish jig heads and put one of these, I can't remember the name of it, but the paddle tail that we got. And my plan is just to kind of skim this thing over the top. This is a pretty light jig head. Oh yeah, I'm just like waking right below the surface. But that tail will plop some, and just overall it's good action, I think. Just been seeing so much topwater activity. Ooh, that's a little too fast. I think I could also kind of like fluke this thing if I had to, but I think burning it should be the ticket. I don't know. How was that possible? And if my memory serves, all this is pretty shallow out here, so I could really, in theory, huck this in any direction. One thing I have noticed already about the Z-Man plastics is they are freaking tough. Like, they are super hard to tear, you know? Like, I was trying to mold that one on that hook and get it all the way up the keeper, and it was like hard to do it because of how durable the plastic was. So you got to give that to them. We'll see though. Let's get a few bites. The old chatterbait, that's a confidence bait. That should get us through to our first bite. Woo! Random cast. Man, that original chatterbait looks good. What about over here in this cove? Looks like there's some actual deeper water over here. Get off me. I would just love a tiny hint of a wind. Just the slightest of breezes. What about this tiny little forward-facing sonar, weirdly upside-down rigged? Well, it's probably not weird, because if you're using forward-facing sonar, I guess you would want it to be rigged like that. I don't know, I was a little confused by it, TBH. I'm just kind of thinking that we just kind of flick it around as if it was a fluke, you know? It's really lightly weighted, it's like 3/16 of an ounce. Actually, that looks pretty good. It just kind of darts left and right. Look, I know I'm improperly using this thing, but you know what? That's what I do to entertain myself. I'm a sick human. What can I say? Oh, that thing looks disgusting, actually. These mosquitoes, whoa! They just came out of nowhere. Whew. Took me down. Come here, buddy. We sure needed you. We needed the first fish. Hooked in the bottom of the lip. I was wondering if that was gonna happen. Oh yeah, look at that. First fish of the challenge on that little forward-facing sonar minnow, which I was just talking about how good it looked in the water. First fish of the video. Not exactly a lunker or anything, but we'll take them all day. See you later, buddy. Go eat some more shad and get healthy. That's what I'm talking about. You're the man. Here we go. Been fishing for 45 minutes. Finally got us a bite on the Z-Man stuff. And the fact that we had to downsize that much to get our first bite is alarming, to say the least. It's okay though, we still have all day tomorrow, so I'm not worried about it. If we run out of light tonight, it's just fine. We might even do some night fishing, we'll see. Guys, really quickly, I just want to remind you that Cast King is running all types of really cool sales all throughout the summer, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. You're going to notice in this video and almost every other fishing video that I film, I am using exclusively Cast King rods and reels, and pliers, you know, fishing bags, all kinds of stuff, because they make awesome fishing gear for affordable prices. That's it. There's no gimmick. There's no reason why you should try them out other than what I just said. Beautiful thing about Cast King is it doesn't matter whether or not you're looking for a super affordable everyday combo that you can just throw in and out of your truck, like the Lethal Blaze combo, or maybe you're looking for a Freedom combo, a red, white, and blue absolute beautiful aesthetic combo that also functions and performs really well. Or if you want to take it on up a notch and grab yourself an ALTI, which is one of those higher end reels that Cast King makes, it doesn't matter what you're looking for, Cast King has you covered. Plus, if you use my code LOJO10 at the website, you actually get a 10% discount on top of the sales that they're already running for summertime. Guys, if you've been wanting to try out a Cast King product, now is the time. Go check them out. There'll be a link in the description. You guys won't be disappointed. Now let's get back to the fishing. Now I really want to check out this big blade. That sucker is big. By the way, I got the brand new Cast King ALTI rigged up right there. Super smooth, nifty little reel. It's actually my favorite Cast King reel to date. Still getting this one dialed in. That was literally my first cast. Man, this big blade is crazy. It kind of gives it a whole different action than a traditional chatterbait. Dang, that head just shakes all over the place. There's not just one distinct, you know, wobble. It kind of just goes left and right and gets crazy on you. So the big blade might not just be a gimmick, a marketing ploy or something. There might actually be something there to the action. It might just be a whole different animal. I'm sure you guys are gonna have a hard time seeing it, but you see how irregular the shaking is? I mean, it's not a pattern at all. It just goes all over the place. Kind of love it. Okay, we're getting it there. We can almost cast that other tree. Well, I may put this big old joker down for a minute because it's so calm out here. I don't know, it's almost too erratic for this situation, but I really like it so far and I want to use it some more. I got a ton of comments about this combo, and you guys are right. It is awesome. Like, it's a 6'6" medium power, so you automatically think like, oh, it's kind of small, you know, it doesn't really have enough backbone. But man, this thing can throw almost anything. It's a two-piece, so traveling with it is super easy. Storing it's easy, and it might sound like it's been through hell. I mean, it has been. It's been mine, but I don't take care of my equipment. I mean, I've left this thing out in the rain for like weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I just abuse combos like this. But that's what I love about it, is it can take the abuse. And it's still sitting here catching fish. Or it hasn't caught a fish in this video yet, but it's caught a lot of fish for me over the last 6 months, 8 months, as long as I've had it. But yeah, I have a Cast King link in my description, and I have a discount code, LOJO10. So if you're gonna get some Cast King gear, you might as well save a little bit of money while you're doing it. So I believe there are some big bass in this pond. So we're gonna make it our mission to try to uncover one of those big bass along the way on this video. But I am not liking how inactive the bass seem so far. Got a bass right in front of me who's looking at this chatterbait hard. Oh, he just flared his gills at it. What? How did you not eat that, brother? All right, boys and girls, it is the next day, bright and early. Got the backpack filled with all of the gear. Got the same rigs tied on from last night, basically. And today we're gonna go on a walk. Today we're gonna make it a point to walk all the way around this pond and fish every square inch of it. Now see, one thing I like about today already is we've got some wind. Got a little bit of chop on the water, something that we did not get any of last night, or yesterday evening, I should say. It also rained a bunch more last night too, so I'm thinking the water might even be dirtier than it was. It was pretty dirty already. Jeez, that's on land, bro. Wake up, brother. Oh my God, just had a bass come up and eat it right in front of me. But he let it go. He just like, he nipped at it. Oh my gosh. He followed it in so aggressively. I kind of just paused it a couple times and he completely inhaled the chatterbait, but then he spit it right back out. I watched him do it. Gosh darn it. Trying to get day 2 off to a little bit of a better start. This is gonna be the cove where it all happens for us. It's all gonna happen for us here. And I am the biggest, dumbest fisherman that I know personally. I can tell you that with certainty. I mean, my plan is just to get every bait stuck and scare every fish over here. Do you ever just make yourself so angry you wish you could just transport out of your body and punch yourself in the face? Well, if you've ever thought that, now you know how I feel all the time. This has got to be where I get my top water bite. Somewhere over here, real shallow water. We're on. Get him over all the junk. Get him over all the junk. Nope, we're stuck behind a log. Oh, we jumped over it. That was so lucky. Come here, buddy. I had to launch you. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Woo. On the Freedom combo. On the top water, I guess you could say. I was burning that little swim bait over the top. Man, he had to jump over 2 different downed trees to be landed, so we got kind of lucky on that one. There we go, right out of his mouth. And he is looking just fine. Small fish, obviously does not matter though. Fish number 2, bait number 2, Z-Man bait number 2. See you, bud. I love you. I love you. Oh man, it is just amazing how much that first fish of the day does for your morale. you know, or is that just me? So now we got that little forward-facing minnow and that diesel shad, I think is what that was called. Now I've got to get a bite on one of these chatterbaits. I refuse to believe the chatterbaits will not work. Oh, that was just stupid, man. I am just determined to lose one of these dang chatterbaits. Yeah, I am just mystified by the chatterbait's lack of success so far. We've thrown the original black and blue, and we've thrown the big blade, the white, and just nothing. Besides that one little nibble that we have just had nothing on these two just proven fish catching baits. But we do have 2 Z-Man lures knocked down off the list, and we got a lot more pond ahead of us. On. Come here, first chatterbait fish, and he came right off. Man, that took a long time. That is the old big blade that gets the first chatterbait bite. And for such a big blade, that's a little bit of a smaller fish than I was hoping to see from that big blade chatterbait, but does not matter. Thank you, buddy. He actually hit like right in front of me. I made a long cast out into some deep water and he bit right there. Man, thank you so much, brother. I love you. 3 out of the first 4 baits have officially been marked off the list. Thank goodness. I was starting to worry a little bit that the old Z-Man products were just not gonna get the job done today. But the fish are kind of slowly waking up. Maybe they slept in a little bit this morning, but both these chatterbaits just looked so good in the water. I could not believe. Oh, my big loud voice just spooked 2 nice bass out right in front of me. But yeah, I was starting to worry a little bit, but they're starting to wake up. The good news is I keep seeing good fish just kind of like pushing out of the shallows. And I mean, I have no chance of catching them, you know, when I see them like this, but at least I am seeing them. They're still here. I am thinking some of these lures are going to be better presented from within the lake, like on the kayak, you know? So I am thinking about launching the old yak here pretty soon. All right, well, I got 5 fresh rigs with brand new baits, well, except for the one. It's still got that same black and blue chatterbait, but I went ahead and put a jackhammer on a different combo, the little chatterbait trailer thing. I can't remember what it was called, maybe the chatter spike or something like that, in the fire crawl. So we got potential to knock out 2 baits with 1 shot on that one. Went ahead and put a fuzzy Ned rig on this spinning combo. Then I swapped out my minnows. I went from the diesel minnow to, I think this is like the Minnow X, Minnow Z, maybe that's what it was. And I might continue to throw this thing as kind of a hybrid topwater since it's on braid. And then on this combo, I tried to rig up these 2 big swim baits, but I'm just here to tell you, like, I'm not trying to pick on Z-Man, but these are line through swim baits. And if you've never tried to thread a line through swim bait, what's supposed to happen is there's a tiny hole right above the head. You're supposed to thread that in there, and then it's supposed to go all the way back through to this part, and that's where you tie it to your hook. And then when you pull the line, it snaps the hook into place and you're ready to go. But these, as God is my witness, are the hardest swim baits to do that, like to rig it up. But the big one, I literally could not get the line to go from the nose hole to the back slit. I couldn't do it. It kept wanting to go out this bottom hole right here. I've used a few line through swim baits. Those might be the worst I've ever tried to deal with. So I just had to put those down. I couldn't mess with them anymore. In its place, I went ahead and took this little, once again, it's like a Z minnow or a frickin', and then big baller Z. So it's kind of like a fluke in my estimation. So went ahead and put it on one of those little Z-Man slightly weighted jig heads. So yeah, got a fluke rig on there as well. No, please don't. Oh man, I just saw a big fish bubble out there in the middle. What the heck? What if I threw a Ned rig at his face? Oh wow, I can't even cast that thing. Now I'll be honest, not a huge Ned rig guy, but I do know that it's a very effective presentation, definitely works. And this little fuzzy one, I mean, that should, in theory, just give the Ned rig a little bit more action. Those little tentacles should, you know, do one of those. Oh wow, we're on. First real cast. How about that? For a Ned rig fish. Get in here, Junior. Let go of that fuzzy Ned. You got a fuzzy Ned down your throat, brother. Look at that. He got that fuzzy Ned and he got it good. That was seriously like my first real cast with that thing. Wow. Man, we are not stacking up a whole lot of big fish, but I will take them nonetheless. Very nice. That was so quick on the fuzzy Ned. There they are. Yeah. I think while we're throwing the old Ned rig, oh, look at that. That's cute. We might as well throw her on there and give her a shot. Once again, these Z-Man plastics are super tough. They're almost like really difficult to get off the hook because they're so dang tough. You can't just like tear them off. Like this, for example, I can't even get this sucker off. Golly. I finally got it to tear. I had to tear it to get it off. All right, there's a little TRD crawl. I feel like I definitely should make another cast or two at this dock, huh? Oh. This little Ned rig is tiny, but I guess that's the whole point of it. You know, just being able to go a little finesse. And this is the summertime. This is probably when you need finesse fishing the most, besides wintertime. Oh my gosh. Ooh, man, I thought I had a biggin. Dang it, I don't want to have to retie my Ned rig, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. Dang it. Yep. Well, at least we caught one on the Ned rig before we lost it, but that is a bummer. Let's just see what this little puppy looks like. Oh God, I'm in the tree. Oh, that thing looks phenomenal. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, there's fish chasing me. A fish just came up from the depths and was chasing it. I was just trying to get a sense of its action and I had a follower already. It's got a great little side-to-side darting action. I just wish it was either like solid white or the black and blue. It's just so natural, it's just almost hard to see it. This wind is just taking advantage of me. Since we do have a little bit of wind, I think I better not ignore these chatterbaits that I got. We've already thrown that black and blue one a lot though, but this is the old jackhammer with that chatter spike on the back of it, which I'm guessing is going to help give it a little bit of better action, maybe? I don't know. Oh man, I can hook that sucker. Man, that jackhammer is jackhammering. Oh gosh. Oh, what? Wait, what? What is happening here? Have I snagged somebody else's line? Oh my goodness. Dang, I thought that was a bite for sure. Fishing line always does. Oh man, what a beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, however you're watching this video. I truly mean that. I hope your day is going okay. And thank you for being here. Now, I've never personally understood why the jackhammer costs so much more than the original chatterbait. Perhaps somebody in the comment section who knows for sure can let us know. Maybe there's some tungsten elements that drive the price up. Maybe just the design itself is superior, but I just don't know. Like I said, I feel like the original chatterbait does a really good job as far as action goes. So I don't know that the jackhammer's action is $10 better than the original chatterbait. You know what I mean? On the fluke, he touched kayak, baby. Woo! And finally a just touch more size. Not much, but a touch. Got that little, I can't remember the names of any of these baits, but man, we will take him. Slightly longer fish. A little skinny guy though. He needs to work on his frame a little bit, but oh yes. I was really getting concerned that we were just not going to come close to catching a fish on every single Z-Man bait. Every time you check one bait off the list, you get a little bit more confidence. Let's check out the old Minnow Z, I think is what that was called. Oh, and I cast into a tree. That's been the theme of my day. I don't know, I've probably cut it all out of the video, but I have freaked out a couple of times just because of that. Like I'll whip out a bait, make my first cast, and it's terrible cast into a tree, scare all the fish, you know, just typical LOJO stuff. Oh, I just got hit. Oh, I just got hit. Gosh darn it. Get back in there. I just got smashed. But he missed me. Now, that's a good looking little swim bait. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That thing looks good. Why do I have to suck? Why? Ooh, we're out in some deep water. On the jackhammer. Gotta get him in. Yeah, that's 2 baits. Oh, and it came right out too. I knew that was gonna happen. We just got the jackhammer and the chatterbait spike, whatever the heck that trailer is called. We just got them both knocked out in one shot. What's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Welcome to the Z-Man Fishing Challenge. Man, whoa, this has been such a grind. I mean, we've caught like 6 fish now, maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. None of them have been big, and between each bite is about 20 or 30 minutes of just downtime, which is fine. All right, now we're starting to make a little damage here. Now we're starting to build a little confidence, I think. That fish was in about 20 feet of water. I was just dredging the bottom with that chatterbait, and he boinked it. on in deep water again on the black and blue chatterbait. We gotta get him in quick. We gotta get him in quick. He's a Z-man. He's a Z-man. And that is chatterbait number 3. Wow, it just came right out. Chatterbait number 3. 3 different chatterbaits we've been able to mark off the list. I swear this is the same size fish that we're catching over and over again. Oh, I don't care though. I don't care. Yes, yes, yes. We are grinding for this one, boys and girls. We're grinding for it. And I tell you, every time I take a really good position and I cast out into some deep water and I let my bait fall all the way down and then I slow roll it back in, that seems to be the play right now, which makes sense. Boop. Whew. All right, went and did a quick bait switch up. I got 3 chatterbaits on right now. That's pretty ridiculous. But you can actually see a pretty good little comparison here because you got the Evo jig in the middle. That's the 3/8 ounce tungsten Evo. Looks like a normal chatterbait. Then you got the Project Z, which is, it looks much more like a swim jig. It's a much bigger profile. And the blade almost looks the same, but it's flashier instead of a matte color blade like that one. Then you got the Micro Max, the mini buzz bait, and it's just a miniature form. It's pretty cool. I like it. Now what I'd like to do is head right back out to this deeper water and drag that big Project Z chatterbait around in some of that deeper water. Let's just try this little purple thing as a trailer for a little while. I don't think this chatterbait needs much more of a profile, but it just got a little bit bigger. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, actually. I wasn't sure how much it was vibrating, but now that I can see it, looks really good. Now we're working our way through these Z-Man products pretty well. In fact, I think these are some of our last things that we have left to catch a fish on. I've all but given up on those big swim baits. We'll pick that up in a little bit, and I may even drop that soft plastic off there as well, but it looks good. Let's take a look at this little Evo tungsten 3/8 ouncer. We'll leave that one bare. To be honest, that's how I prefer to use a chatterbait, is with no trailer. I like to keep the whole presentation kind of just minimalistic. Make it a simple target for that bass to eat. But there's a million ways to do it, and ain't none of them wrong if they work for you. This one is so natural looking. From the color of it and the skirt to the actual blade is painted the same color kind of. Okay, all right. I like the Evo. I dare say that might be my favorite one out of the bunch, but I have not thrown the mini yet, the Micro Max. That's what my wife calls me. I'm thinking I can get a lot shallower with this one because it is a mini, you know. Oh, dude, that thing looks so good. Oh, that's awesome. I love the mini. First decent fish of the video. Jumped over the net, chatterbait came out, still got in the boat. Holy moly. Buddy, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Biggest fish of the video, which is not saying much, but somehow that is. Felt like a much bigger fish, just how the bite felt, but that was on that Evo. That 3/8 ounce Evo tungsten chatterbait. He enjoyed it. Heck yeah, buddy. I appreciate you so much, big dog. Nice. That is another chatterbait down. It is amazing how many different chatterbaits can be effective. And we're demonstrating that in this video. And it shouldn't surprise anybody, but at the same time, it's just cool to see evidence of all these baits being legitimate. Heck yeah, that was fun. Is it just me, or have my landing jobs in the kayak just gotten so much worse in recent years? Like, I am just stinking the place up with my landing attempts. Now, I am floating up on the area where I saw some massive bluegill earlier, so can't guarantee it with the micro buzz or the micro max chatterbait, but if there was ever a time for something crazy like that to happen. We got perfect chatterbait conditions right now. Gusty wind, churning that water up real good. All right, we need a little extra energy for the moment. Oh, y'all ever get like a sharp booger? Damn, nose is bleeding. Holy moly. All right, nose is bleeding. Got a fresh Bravo pouch in? Hell, all's right with the world. Oh. We on. Right in front of the boat. Get him in the boat. My net. My net. We lost my net. No. Why does it sink so fast? I don't even know where it was. I think it fell off right there. We might be able to get that back. Oh my gosh. We are making sacrifices for this video. It's worth it. Man, he was barely hooked. That was on that 1/2 ounce Project Z chatterbait with that, whatever the heck that minnow was called, on the back of it. Heck yeah. Now he's got him a little gut. He actually has some tummy. Let me let him go though, because we need to try to get that net back. There it is right there. I can see it bubbling. Probably settling down to the very bottom. What a catastrophe. Well, I'm gonna spend some time trying to get this net back, but hey, at least we're one step closer to completing whatever's left of this challenge. Now I'm gonna hook an actual monster and need the net, and we won't have it. Now it's crazy to me that the micro chatterbait has not been touched yet, and it's the last chatterbait, in fact, that we have to catch a fish on. That's just kind of shocking to me. You know, I assumed when we purchased all these chatterbaits, I assumed that the micro was an automatic bite. You know, like as soon as I tied it on, I was gonna expect to get bit, but it just has not really been the case. It's so weird. Boop. Let's that's a tree. No, we can't lose our micro. Ah! Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Get it together, man. Oh, we're on. Finally with the micro. Get in the boat, Junior. We have officially caught a fish on every single chatterbait that Z-Man makes. Boom, and it came right out again. That's happened to us a couple times this video. Man, I don't know where the big bass are, but we have found the little guys. Woo! That's still shocking that that chatterbait took so long to get bit. I mean, look at this thing. Tiny little chatterbait. I mean, I grinded so hard to catch that final fish. We've been at it since this time yesterday. Basically 12 solid hours of fishing. Woo, and it feels like it. All right, folks, well, as you saw, we basically caught a fish on almost every single Z-Man product. I couldn't use those swim baits. Obviously, I was losing my mind trying to rig them up, but I have the entire bag of Z-Man products right here. I'm going to send the rest of this gear to one of you guys. You should already know the deal by now. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and like this video. And then maybe comment something down below, that way I know that you entered. But Z-Man is a really cool brand. Obviously the chatterbait is undefeated in the history of bass fishing, but this gave me a chance to use some of their other lures that I've just never even touched before. Make sure to give me your opinion on Z-Man in the comments section. What's your favorite bait? What's a bait that you hate from them? It doesn't matter. I just want to hear y'all's opinion. Tell me which brand I should focus a video on next too. I want to hear from you guys about that. Remember guys, the new flavor of Freedom Pop, or the new flavor of Bravo Freedom Pop, is now live on the website. You guys are gonna love it, just like you've loved every other flavor that Bravo's made. Folks, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, however you're watching. Take care of yourselves. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.